Hello everyone and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video we're headed to the world of Last Epoch, and it's an exciting day. Why is it so exciting? Because we have patch notes for Last Epoch 0.9J has officially released. And what is the overarching theme? What is the main changes we are going to see? Minions. Skeleton mages, more specifically. This is going to be a fun video. That should be fun. Now, I don't plan on reading all of this because it gets super boring if I'm literally just an audiobook for you. So I'll link this in the description if you want to go check it out for yourself. And we are going to jump over to the game for a second to test out some of these changes. Okay, gameplay. Literally the first line in here, I am so happy has been fixed. And to be clear, I have not tested this, but I will later on. Fixed a bug where temporal shift could sometimes cast a second time after being used once, resulting in getting sent back to the era you were originally in. This was so agitating because then you would get that damn purple pool that kills you almost instantly right in the freaking center of the map. Anybody that has played the Temporal Sanctum knows about this bug. They continue to work on lunge and other movement abilities getting stuck. You have seen lunge in literally every single patch notes. So hopefully this is better as well. They worked on unbreakable objects that would get in your way. This one I found interesting because I noticed this over and over again, but I guess I didn't put two and two together that it was a bug. Fixed a bug where enemies could be pushed around in online by walking into them. And sometimes you'd be attacking and you'd be fighting and it would just be a normal enemy that you could push basically off the screen. Well, that's why. Fixed global conditional damage properties not working correctly. And these are all of them. So spell damage for ignited enemies with Soulfire is an example. Throwing damage, fire hit damage, void damage, melee damage, and more damage per poison stacks. So all of those have been taken care of. And then this is kind of nice. You can no longer type in chat windows when you have chat disabled. I just want chat gone. I log in, I have to disable chat, and the next time I log in, I'm still getting messages. I just want to get it. I just want to get it gone. Okay. Now that we're past the first part fairly quickly, we're going to talk about what is really important, and that is necromancer and specifically skeleton mages. You ready for this? Base skeleton mages now use a new ability called Dread Bolt rather than the version of Hungering Souls. Normalized the damage and cast speed of skeleton mage projectiles. Previously, the Hungering Souls used by regular skeleton mages was much slower and weaker. That is true. While the attacks from cryomancers and pyromancers had hidden modifiers to cast speed and damage, which made it difficult to understand their power. I have never, ever used skeleton mages in their base form, because Hungering Souls is so terrible. That's why you always change it to cold or you change it to fire. Fire being my favorite. Dreadbolt, 30 base damage, 150% damage effectiveness, 50% chance to apply damned on hit, no longer applies possessed, which had a stack limit and could overwrite the player's strongest possessed ailment. Dreadbolt also has a higher projectile speed and does not have homing. Cryomancer's Ice Shard, 30 base damage, 150% effectiveness, previously 12 and 100 with 90% more damage. So Cryomancers got a huge buff for all of skeleton mages. I like it when they make Necromancer stronger. I like that. Pyromancer's Fireball, 34 base damage, 170% effectiveness, previously 25 and 125. With 40% more damage. So Pyromancer, all of mages got a buff, Cryomancer being the biggest one. This should result in closer to the same DPS of Fireball and Ice Shard and much higher DPS for Dread Bolt. Increase the projectile speed for all skeleton archer projectiles. So that's skeleton archer, not mages. Okay. Fixed a bug where Rampage, didn't do Roar if you took it off. Fixed a bug where Void Knight's Void Wall passive had no cooldowns. Fixed a bug with Sacrifice, sacrificing too little. Fixed a bug where Sacrifice consistently chained one fewer. Fixed puncture and fixed a bug where arcane momentum stack displayed were incorrectly. It's just a display change. Okay. But the big ones here are minions. Ooh, we're going to test this. Okay. So I could show you items. This is interesting. So I did not use this item on my Lightning NATO Swarm Blade because it didn't make sense to me. Fixed the bug where Fragment of the Enigma gave 2 lightning damage for spark charge per 10 max mana instead of the stated 2 lightning damage for spark charge per intelligence. So Fragment of the Enigma now functions correctly. So really, you only ever want to use it on an intelligence-based build, which I'm happy I did not use it on my Swarm Blade. Visuals, and this is what I want to test. Updated the visual effects of mortar abilities with skeleton mages. Updated the visual effects for fireball cast by pyromancers, skeleton mage. Updated the visual effects of skeleton archer projectiles. Fixed various bugs with poison cone attacks on scalebane casters. Updated the indicator visuals on ground for soulspire attacks. Fixed broken particle effect visuals on Soulfire Bastion. Fixed a bug causing part of the visual effects for some skills, notably lunge, to play an incorrect place. Fixed a visual effect applying to item models on the ground. Now, what we're going to look at right now are these 3: Mortar's ability, Fireball visual effects, and Skeleton Archer projectiles, including the new Power Dread Bolt. All right, we are now logged in at the training dummy. Let's check out Dread Bolt for our skeleton mages. And as you can see, I have no points put into the tree. So this is just the base mages and attack. That is very, very interesting. Do you notice something missing? They don't actually fire a projectile. It's almost like they're cursing or casting a spell on the dummy. Okay, this is Dread Bolt. Right, so now let's go here. We will test out cold. So cryomancers. Okay. And attack. Oh, wow, they don't shoot bolts either. Which would mean it's probably the exact same for fire as well. They took out the actual bolt. Okay, let's go kill an actual enemy. Let's go kill an actual enemy. Follow me. Come over here. I mean, I guess that would be a huge improvement when it comes to performance, right? There's less on the screen. Come on. Yeah, the enemies just burn to fire. I wonder if that's done on purpose. I'm sure it's done on purpose. No more flying bolts. There is your new skeleton mage. Last but not least, check out the new skeleton archer animation. So here you actually do see the bolts, and if you like really look closely, it's actual arrows. And this is on the base attack. So they shoot quicker and they have a new animation. Back to the patch notes. Now we have 2 sections left for 0.9J, starting with optimization, which is a conversation that comes up almost every single day, whether it's lagging or multiplayer or rubber banding. Let's see what's going on. Fix a bug where Arcane Ascendance with the Acuity node could cause severe latency problems on your skill bar. Greatly improved the performance of these minion projectile abilities, which makes a whole lot of sense since there's not an actual visual projectile on screen, which I'm okay with. Skeleton mages now use Dreadbolt, which performs better than Hungering Souls, Chiromancers, Ice Shards, Pyromancer, Fireballs, all skeleton archer attacks, Thorn Totem, Thorns. Fix a bug where when hit VFX were playing for more frequently than intended, causing some performance issues. Improved the performance of Spire abilities, improved/reduced how much RAM game servers use. That's great. And topping it all off, it looks like a shift they are making for new content. While we're shifting more of our focus to the new content for 0.91, we still plan to release more fixes before 0.91 releases. We'll prioritize widely reported /critical bugs, and lower priority fixes and improvements might come with 0.91. So we are getting closer and closer, and they talked about their normal cadence. So 3 to 4 months from 0.90, we are going to get new content. So that is awesome. Those are the notes. I want to know your opinion. Are you happy with this? Do you like the changes they made? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. 2 asks at the end of this video. Ask number 1. I'm hoping today is the day I have earned your subscription. Hoping today is the day you make the decision to push that little red button. I would really appreciate it. It really does help us as we push through 2023. Ask number 2, check out my Patreon. Thank you to the first 66 members that have signed up. Become an instant ARPG VIP and get Patreon exclusive content at the first link in the description. We do a 1-hour bonus hour on YouTube podcast every single week. You get access to the VIP lounge where you could chit chat with me every day. You get a special Discord title. You have the ability to live stream with me, whether it's audio or video. Chance to win custom merch. Lots of goodies in Patreon. First link in the description. That's all I've got. Hopefully you're entertained or at least learned something. Aaron, out.